Welcome to the deep dive. When you sent in that Learn English with Podcast conversation video, I gotta say, I wasn't sure what to expect. But wow, this episode 20, right? It's packed with fascinating stuff about health and well-being.
It really is. It's like they snuck in a whole other layer about healthy living.
Right, and it's so smart about it. Like that bit about not getting enough sleep.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't just say get 8 hours. They connected it to some serious stuff. Really caught my attention.
It's a good way to highlight how important sleep really is. The video mentions that Guinness World Record, for staying awake. After a few days, people's metabolisms were a mess. They even talked about how if you don't sleep for a really long time, it can be fatal.
Okay, now that's a scary thought. But it makes you realize this isn't just about feeling a little tired.
No, not at all.
The video says that if you sleep less than 6 hours regularly, your risk of dying from cancer goes up by 300% and a 200% higher risk of a heart attack.
Yeah, those are some serious statistics, but the video explains it in a way that's easy to get. Like with the heart attack thing, they point out that when you sleep, your heart rate slows down, which gives it a break, like hitting pause on all the work your heart does all day.
Love that analogy. And it makes you realize even if you're doing everything else right, like eating healthy and exercising,
Yeah.
if you're not sleeping enough, you're missing something really important.
Exactly. And there's even more to it. There was this study at Washington University School of Medicine, and they found that when we sleep, our brain waves actually help clear out waste products. Like our brains have this self-cleaning function
Wow, so it's like
while we sleep.
a nightly detox. So
Exactly.
it's not just you are what you eat, it's you are when you sleep, too.
Mm.
Speaking of food, though, the video gets into some interesting stuff about what we eat.
Yeah, for sure. One thing that really stuck with me was that statistic about how almost 37% of adults in the U.S. ate fast food, like every single day between 2013 and 2016.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's a crazy amount, right?
Yeah, it is. And we all kind of know that fast food isn't, health food. But the video does a good job of talking about added sugar.
Oh, right?
Did you know, the American Heart Association recommends we only have about 100 calories of added sugar each day? For women, at least. A little more for men.
Yeah, and that's for everything you eat and drink all day, not just like one thing.
Exactly.
The video uses Coke as an example, how just one has almost 10 teaspoons of sugar in it.
Oh, wow.
It's easy to eat way more sugar than we realize, for sure.
It really is. And it's not just about, gaining weight or whatever. The video mentions this study from 2020 that found that eating fast food, especially sugary drinks, was linked to, get this, a higher risk of mental health issues.
Really?
Yeah, in middle schoolers in China. Kind of concerning, honestly.
Yeah, it is. It shows how connected our physical and mental health are and how what we eat affects everything.
For sure. And speaking of connections, the video also talks about something I think we can all relate to, taking breaks when we're working on the computer.
Oh.
I know I'm guilty of, getting so focused on work that I forget to take breaks.
It's easy to lose track of time,
Totally.
but the video stresses how important those little breaks can be.
Even just, stand up.
Even that, standing up to stretch every hour, changing your posture, making sure your computer screen is at the right height. Little stuff like that can make a big difference for your back, your eyes, even your heart in the long run.
Wow. I never thought about it like that.
It's true.
It's a good point, that we don't have to, change our whole lives to make things better. Sometimes it's the small things.
Totally.
And the video talks about exercising our brains, too, to help our memories.
Oh, right, like puzzles and stuff.
Yeah, puzzles, Sudoku, chess,
Yeah,
even learning a new language.
or a new type of dance. I thought that was interesting how they mentioned tango.
Tango. Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't think of that as a brain workout, but I guess it makes sense. Learning the steps and remembering the patterns, it's definitely making you think.
Exactly. And it's that variety that's key. Like our brains are like our bodies, they need different kinds of challenges to stay sharp.
So we've got sleep, food, movement, mindfulness. Sounds like a lot to keep track of.
It's a lot.
But it seems like the main takeaway is that even small changes, if we do them regularly, can make a big difference.
You got it. It's not about being perfect. It's about making good choices for ourselves.
I like that.
Oh.
It's like, what is it they say? A journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. Something like that.
Right. And that one step could be anything, really, like swapping soda for water or just setting a reminder to stand up every hour.
So much good stuff in this video. Who knew learning English could be such a deep dive into, everything?
It's amazing how it's all connected, isn't it? Our bodies, our minds, even our learning.
For sure. And you know what really got me? That part about our brains cleaning up while we sleep, the nightly detox thing,
Oh, yeah.
it made me think, what if we did that with other parts of our lives too? Like what habits could we, I don't know, clear out to make room for better ones?
That's a great question. It's like how cleaning your house can make you feel calmer. Maybe we need to clean up our like mental space too.
Exactly. What about those beliefs we have that are holding us back? Or relationships that are, more draining than they are supportive? Really makes you think.
It does.
Well, on that note, I think we've done our deep dive into healthy habits for today.
For sure.
Until next time, everyone, keep exploring and learning. And remember, even small changes can make a big difference.